What's up guys? Nani and Sans here for Learn How to Edit Stuff. It's been a while. You know how it goes, you get busy sometimes, life happens. I was traveling a bunch for work, links in the video description below, boom, bam, bow, bow, links, boom. Check them out later. Right now we're gonna jump into the lesson. A question I've been getting a lot. How do you make and produce videos for Instagram stories? Oh, you want an example? Not until I've had my coffee. Well, that certainly was exciting. Okay, I've got the timeline open for the project that you guys just watched right now, and we're gonna break it down to show you exactly what I did. Now, there are 4 decently important things to remember when you're doing an Instagram story. Number 1 is the sizing of it and how long the video can actually be. So instead of it being 1920 by 1080, which is HD, it's 1080 by 1920, which is vertical HD, a little strange, and it can only be 15 seconds long. Number 2 is layer hierarchy and how your layers actually perform inside of Premiere and what you can do and hide underneath other layers. Number 3 is going to be using color mats and graphics to kind of spice it up a little bit. You know, you saw some little arrows pointing to coffee in there and like images of coffee. Blown away by the production value. And number 4 is going to be animating everything inside your Instagram video using keyframes. You saw in my video there was panels sliding in and out, things sliding up and down. I was using crop on some of the clips and I was animating the keyframes in and out to just kind of like make things move a certain way. I'm not actually going to show you how to make this exact video, right? I want you guys to take the knowledge that you learned in today's video to do your own cool thing and don't just copy me. So what we're going to do is my first ever on this channel, a little breakdown of something that I've already done, and I'm going to show you guys kind of how it works. So let's jump in. Oh, side note, I got a PC set up, but we're not going to talk about that. All right, so first things first, I'm going to show you guys how to set up this frame. If you don't know how to already, you're going to come up to File, New, Sequence. And I already have my presets saved down here in Instagram Stories, but what you guys are going to want to do is you're going to want to come up to Settings, Editing Mode, Custom, Time Base 23976 frames per second. Frame size is that weird one, 1080 by 1920. Square pixels, no fields, progressive scan, and display format 23976. And all this should be good to go. And what you're going to do is come down here to Save Preset. And you're just gonna name it something like Instagram Stories or whatever you want. You can put a description if you want, and you'll click OK. It should tile all these down, and you will have an Instagram Stories custom timeline built out. All right, second order of business is layer hierarchy. I have a couple different colors going on down here. They mean various things to me. The green one is my little white arrow that you saw in the video right here. The orange is all of my text, which I'm using the legacy title tool inside of Premiere. I don't know why I used the title tool in Premiere. I just wanted to try it. I hate it. It's absolutely god-awful. If you have Photoshop, use Photoshop. Do not deal with the title tool. It sucks. Anyway, orange is all my titles. Pink are all of my images of coffee, and the purple is my color mat. And I got some blue ones hidden in there for my little pieces of video. Like at the very beginning, you saw me drinking the coffee. And then over here on this side, got another video. So Premiere uses a stacking layer hierarchy, which basically means the layer on top is going to be the layer that's visible to the composition unless you're doing resizing, things like this. So the perfect example to show you guys of this is I've got this coffee image, which is this pink one right here, and it's full frame, and it's actually animating down to scale, and when it animates down, it's actually revealing the layers underneath it, which is the coffee text and also this wood texture here. So the topmost layer at this point in time is actually going to reveal the layers below it, and then you'll see that these 2 layers, which are on top of this layer, the color mat actually comes in right here, creates this horizontal line across the middle, and then we have the white arrow. Layers, woo! So the next most important thing is layer mats and graphics, whatever you want to call it. So right here we have a color mat coming in, and this little white arrow. Again, I just pulled this arrow off of Google. Yeah, I searched white arrow transparent or white arrow PNG, and this came up on Google, so it's not difficult to find, guys. Just search Google. And then down here I've got this color mat that's creating a horizontal line across the middle of my frame. Now, how do we get this horizontal line? You're gonna come down here to this new item button, boom, hit that, color mat, boom. So we're gonna set it to be the video width and height right now, and I'll show you how to change it. We're gonna turn it to white, and here we got our white solid. We'll drop it down right on the timeline. It fills the frame. And then what I'm gonna do is come up here and I'm gonna uncheck this box that says uniform scale. And then I'm just gonna use the scale height and I'm gonna turn it down, which will actually make a line across the middle of the frame. So right here it rotates up, and that's very easy to achieve as well. We're gonna set a scale width and rotation keyframe. I'm gonna go over 5 keyframes, set this to 90 degrees, and then I'm gonna turn up the scale width so that it actually fills out vertically in the frame. I know it's a little confusing width for height. It's because you turned it and then the things get all sideways. Just trust me. Nice little rotation there, and it fills the frame. And the coffee bean image underneath it I have position and scale keyframe set, and it's actually just moving straight down, but then I also have a crop on that same exact image that's going from 0 on the right all the way to 53%. So basically it's cropping in from the right to the middle to meet that line in the center. So this is exactly what I mean by crop effects and keyframes, right? Because I'm using the crop effect and also keyframes on the same thing to get the image that I actually want so I can meet it in the center and kind of design it in a cool way. Same thing here. The coffee beans are actually going over to the right at the same time that this image right here is coming in from the left, and it's hidden underneath the coffee bean layer because the coffee bean layer is the topmost layer. So if I were to turn that off, all you see is that this is animating position over to the side. But because of layer hierarchy, it's actually hiding underneath my coffee layer here. So it actually gives like a really cool like frame movement kind of thing. And then when this goes away, it's also revealing the text underneath because of layer hierarchy again. The Instagram frame is a little confusing. I get it, you're not used to it. It's vertical. What are you even doing working in vertical video? I suggest working in panels, which is what I did for the coffee video. I'm gonna run it again as I talk about it. I have horizontal and vertical panels, which I'm using the screen to divide it up into 2 different areas, one for text on the bottom and one for images or video on the top. And then I'm switching it to vertical to utilize long text and images on the side, so you're actually just kind of playing with the frame in various ways. Now you don't have to cut it up, you don't have to segment it. You can do 2 segments like I did, horizontal, vertical, or you can do 3 segments where you kind of have like 2 lines that are separating and you have like video on the top, text in the middle, and then like a subscribe thing on the bottom. Whatever you guys want to do. My suggestion to you is that you utilize keyframes and animation to keep the video exciting, right? People are on Instagram and they're just scrolling through and they want to be entertained. So you want your video to pop out, you want it to be exciting, you want it to keep the person engaged, especially if you're going to do multiple pieces of the video in the Instagram story. Whether you're doing this for yourself, you're doing it for a business, you're doing it for your own business, you have a client that's like, hey, can you make social videos, whatever. Now you guys at least have a good head start on how to make an engaging Instagram stories video. Down in the video description below, you will also find the link to this project file and all the assets so that you guys can open it up on your end, kind of dissect it on your own time and really see what I did to make this Instagram story video. I hope this answers some of the questions that you guys were having about creating and producing videos for Instagram stories. Thank you very, very much for watching. I apologize that I've been gone for a month. I'm not traveling anymore. I am back at home with this new PC thing I got going on because I got it to work. You guys always ask me questions about how you do it for PC, so I'm trying to learn for you. I'm trying to learn for you guys. I also got it so I can play Overwatch with my friends from work. My name is Nadian Sands. This is Learn How to Edit Stuff. Make sure that you smash that subscribe button real hard, and also check out the last video that you missed. If you're new here, if you're old here, I don't know, there's links in the video description below of a bunch of cool stuff that I've been working on. Go check those out. There's vlogs, there's like hype videos. There's a lot to do. Just pick one of these or pick one of the things. Goodbye.